We keep trying to go when it says stop. He says there are some places I'm putting you. There's some things I'm allowing you to go through. Watch this. When you get there, he says, but when I show up, he says, you keep trying to go past me. I'm telling you to stop. You keep saying, no, it's time for me to go. And every time you decide you to go, you start breaking the law.
My God.
You break the law every time you try to go past that. When he says, no, I need you to stop because I see there's some things happening that's getting ready to come through, but I need you to stop right here. You said, nope, I got to keep on going because I see where I want. I know what I want. I want her. I want him. I want that. He says, but no, I need you to stop right here. Stop right here and wait till I give you the okay to go get it. You said, no, I got to go, got to go, got to go. And as soon as you pull out, here comes the biggest accident you put your own self in.
My God, my God.
We got to know the difference between the traffic lights and the stop sign. He said, but I'm going to keep putting them ahead of you. Now listen, the only way traffic lights and stop signs stop in our lives is when we're dead and gone. So just know, as long as you are alive, signs will become before you. But you got to know how to read them. You got to know how to adjust to them. You got to know what to do when you get to it. Back here some months ago, a young lady that we know from town here, said she got to the stop sign, and when she got to the stop sign, she didn't see the car, and she pulled out and got killed right there. Ooh. Now, if she had just took time to do what the stop sign or wait for its purpose, she wouldn't have gotten killed. And many of us are just like that. We're so busy trying to get there. We're so busy trying to hurry and do it. We're so busy, we want it so bad. And Daddy says, I know you want it, but just wait a minute. Because see, I know what's coming, and when you don't know what's coming. Come on now, come on. I know what's coming when you don't know what's coming. I know what's coming down the road. I know what's getting ready to come towards you. I know, but if you just follow my signs, obey what I tell you to do. And if you obey me, I promise you, you'll stay safe and you don't have to worry about the giving right away. But we keep trying to do it our way. Sign says we go right ahead and stop right ahead, even though it's a traffic sign and it could be on red, but it's still got another sign says no turn on red. Don't make that turn. Do not turn on red. Don't turn. Don't turn, even though it's on. He gives you another, and that's what Daddy keeps doing for us. He keeps giving us more signs. We come up to the place where he is. He says, okay, stop. You say, I got to go. He put another sign on the sign that says, no turn on red. Don't turn. Come on now. Don't turn on red. Keep still. But us, we hard-headed. Do what we want to do. Act the way we want to act. I'm grown. I do what I want to do. I'm grown. But how many times being grown have gotten you in situations? Lord have mercy. I don't know about you. How many times have me being grown, put my own grown self into some bad situations? I'm grown, though, but I'm grown. And the same person I said I'm grown to had to been the same one come and get me out, me and my grown self. But he says, I'm putting signs before you. I'm putting signs before you. I'm putting signs before you. And as I put these signs before you, what I need you to do is obey the law. Because what he said, we keep trying to do our own thing. We keep putting our own self in harm's way. Are y'all catching this today? He says, but every place I'm sending you, there's going to be a stop sign. There's going to be some type of sign. Everywhere I send you, we can get out on 26 and head up towards Charleston, and you're like, there's no stop signs on there. No, there's no stop signs, but there's always signs that direct you to the place you need to go. As soon as you bear off the main road, there's always a stop sign. I don't care how far you go up 26. Once you bear off, soon as you bear off and come off the exit, there's a stop sign.
Yeah.
Says, now from here, I'll give you a further directions. Now, Daddy said when we get to the stop signs, here it is, and I'm done. We're now at the stop signs, and when we get to these stop signs that He has assigned for us in our lives, He says, don't get carried away about the people on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Because let me tell you what I did the other day. I'm up near in front of the hospital, right by in front of actually the college, OC Tech. You know, there's a light right there. So I'm sitting in my car. Car was next to me. So I kind of looked down, and when I looked up, the car was pulling off. The car took off. So I pulled off right along with the car. The people coming from right here near OC Tech in between the hospital is now still turning. Now the holes are blowing. And I jammed the brakes. When I jammed the brakes and stuff, I look up. The other car kept on going, but everybody looking at me like I done something wrong. And I looked up, and it was still on red. But what I did was, I followed the person next to me. When I should have been paying attention, y'all catching it, myself. So Daddy said, stop letting the people next to you guide you, direct you, show you, and tell you. He says, if you need some instructions, get it directly from me.
Amen.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm watching. All I thought was the car moving, so I pulled out right my whip. Now, I could have got killed right there. The car kept right on going.
All right.
So Daddy says, be careful who we taking instructions from.
My God, my God.
Be careful who you allow me to tell you what to do and show you and remind you and lead you. Be careful with that. He said, because if we keep following them, we're going to have to the point where we're going to be putting our own self again. We're going to let somebody else put us in accidents where we don't need to be.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Last day. The other day, I was coming into Orangeburg. And y'all know they're still working on. Now, there are 5 traffic lights, four traffic lights from Waffle House up to the hospital. 4 to 5 traffic lights. Now I want y'all to hear this. Now, in between with those traffic lights, if I'm still looking at waiting on the traffic light of God, hear this, I would have missed it. Because what Daddy did was, he had some folk working on the highway. Trying to catch this. The folk was working on the highway. And as they were working on the highway, the traffic light that I wanted to try to get to was further down the road. But because they were working on the highway, they had the authority to slow me down.
All right.
I'm almost somebody to catch this.
Yeah.
Even though I'm looking for the traffic light, the person who was working on the road took the sign and turned the sign around and waved the flag, and he had the authority to slow me down and stop me right there. So I got stopped before I got to the traffic light. Sometimes Daddy will put some folks in front of you. To stop you before you get to the place. I need somebody to help me. Listen, some folk he has given authority to put in between you and the next stoplight. To put between you and the next stop sign. Don't get so caught up till now you start looking and disobeying what they say. And say, well, I'll wait till I get to the next stop sign to stop. But he says, when you did this, because I want y'all to notice now, while he's now flagging us down and stopping us, the police was sitting off in the corner. He was waiting for us to bypass what this fellow was telling us. Y'all catching it? Y'all catching it? But I want you to notice it. Don't trip about who he has put in before you to stop you before you get there. Just know that when he gives them the authority, all you got to do is know that that person has been there to help you in your safety. Don't go past them. Don't just drive right. Say, I still got to go and I got to go and I got to do what I got to do and bypass the person who's now saving your life.
Amen.
God has put some folk in our lives to save us. But we keep taking what they said and throwing it out the window. Hey man, don't go down there. Stay from around them people, man. Don't go down there. You got to learn how to stay from around them people and stuff. All right.
Right on, man.
Right on. Go do it anyway. Hey man, you don't need to be in that place like that, man. You know what's going on in that place over there. You know there's some stuff that's not right in that place. The cops come in, they're going to bust the place, and you may not even have nothing to do with it, but you there. Okay. Leave him alone. That dude don't mean you no good. Leave her alone. She don't mean you any good. All right. But every time we say, all right, we bypass the person God has put in your way to start flag you down before you get there. Now, when you get by there, now you got to deal with the law. Now you put yourself in dealing with the law. And here it is, every time you deal with the law, it costs you. Come on, it costs you. Come on, anybody else that went past, broke past, and had to deal with it, and it cost you something? It cost you some money, it cost you some heartache, it cost you some pain, it cost you. But here it is, all we had to do was just look back and say, right there, Daddy tried to put the sign to stop me right here, but I went right on past what he had for me. But today I want you to know you're still on the right road. On this right road, I need you to obey and see the sign that God is putting in your life. Don't trip. Stop tripping. Stop tripping about the sign, the stop sign when you have to deal with it. Stop tripping when you get to the light and Daddy is the one who now dictates what you do or not. Stop tripping about it. Stop tripping about the one he put between the stop sign. He said, stop tripping about it. And know that every time I said it, it's for your safety. I don't know about y'all, there were times when I should have, I could have, listen, I'm telling you, could have been dead. Could have been gone. And somebody told me, don't do that. And I did it anyway. But because of the mercy and the grace of God. Anybody here today? We ought to be thanking God for his grace and his mercy. Daddy covered us when we couldn't cover our own selves. Daddy kept us when we should have died. Daddy covered us when we should. Y'all not hearing what I'm saying? You should have gotten it. You should have caught it. You should have went through it. But because of his grace and his mercy, he said, I did it for you. There are folk who went to jail for some of the stuff I did.
Yes, we did.
There's some folk who died in the same places I've been. Come on now. But he kept us here for a reason. Sometimes I look back and I see the stop signs. Oh, thank you, Lord, that I obeyed the stop sign. Thank you for the stop. Y'all not hear what I'm saying? Because I could have been that. I know one night we were supposed to go out that night. No, we went out that night. I don't know if Nene went with me or not. But I went down to Holly Hill. Got down to Holly Hill, walked in the place, and it just wasn't. I was not eased in the place. I mean, it was just a funny feeling in the place. I said, you know what? Man, I'm going back to the house. Because I wasn't going to go anyway. But I said, I'm going back down. Got in, as soon as I walked out the door, got in my car and left. Somebody called me about 20, 30 minutes, maybe about 45 minutes, and said a fella shot a fella walking right out the door. Kill him right in the door. Now, if I didn't have obeyed the sign, come on now, that could have been me. Now, I want you to notice, he got killed, but 4 other people behind him got hurt. They had nothing to do with what was going on with him. They were just standing there. But Daddy showed me the sign. Now, as you get older, you look back and say, woo. No, nobody but Daddy. Come on now. Nobody but my daddy covered me and did this. So I'm letting you know today. Don't disobey the sign. Follow his sign. The signs of life. We're going to have signs. We're going to have some stop signs. We're going to have some green signs. We're going to have there's green, there's red, and then there's yellow. That's next week.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about that next week. Amen?
Amen.
Come on,